Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the pay to win account and checking out something pretty cool. So there was a couple messages on Discord, there was a couple messages on Reddit, and we're going to look at a couple heroes in particular which might be a little bit more viable than we initially thought. I want to try them out a couple times in a formation, see exactly if it works or if we can get it to work. So what we're going to look at right now is the viability, number one, of Rosaline. So Rose, we know, does follow. She kind of superpowers the hero that she's following. But with the translation issues or the errors, what we had with her furniture was a little bit different. So we know right here, raises crit rating, raises up dodge, raises the attack and defense of the hero she's following. Very cool. Now, looking at her furniture, when the ally Rosaline is following, successfully lands their normal attack on an enemy. Thinking of normal attacks on an enemy, so we have heroes that are very consistent and very require with the normal attacks, which would include Raku, which would include Gwyn, which a couple of the heroes that are reliant on those normal attacks, not so much the special attacks, not so much the ultimate abilities, but really reliant on the normal attacks. She manifests teacups to throw at the enemy, which has the same effect as Crazy Cockery ability. This effect can be triggered every 2.5 seconds or at 9 of 9 every 0.75 seconds. Now, she manifests the teacups, which have the same effect as Crazy Cockery. So looking at her ability, guys, right here, she takes out 2 teacups or teapots, hurtles them towards an enemy, inflicting damage, which doesn't make a difference, but leaving them temporarily stunned. That is right, guys. So a lot of players have said that this stun is working, and the stun goes faster and faster when it comes in regards to haste. So running Rosaline with the twins, giving Rosaline actually Rose more haste. She has been chain stunning targets because of the furniture that she wears on there, which I think is a pretty cool ability overall. But when you combine her with another hero, which is of course Gwyn. So we know Rose has followed Gwyn for a significant amount of time. The big key that a lot of players are also finding with Gwyneth is her plus 30 engraving right here. So stun effects is extended by 1 second. So she is having the ability to stun enemies for 1 second. When you look at having her 9 of 9 furniture, makes her pretty powerful because the lightning arrow does go out when she uses her ability right here. Flaming arrows and lightning arrows are triggered following the death of any non-summoned allies. The damage is also increased by 15%, which makes a little bit of a difference, but ultimately it is the crowd control that wins AFK Arena. So having her at the 9 of 9 furniture, this lightning arrow is going to have the duration stunned. Combining that with Rose, so combining that with the ability that Rose has, in allowing them to kind of create almost a chain stun, because remember, Rose will attack the target that Gwyn is targeting with her stuns. So you have Gwyn providing stuns, you have Gwyn providing damage, you have Rose providing damage, you have Rose providing the crowd control aspect with the stun, making it a pretty strong combination. We've also known within the Lightbearer, and again, really dissecting and breaking this down, is Hendrik has been super effective with the plus 60 engraving. So players are building him up to this point of the plus 60 engraving. Big thing with this is he goes immune to damage. Just like Ulna, any hero that has that immunity factor in here can do very well because the tanks don't have the mitigation to survive. But when they go immune, that does not matter. So similar to Brutus, I know this immunity is not as long as Brutus's immunity, but the combination of running Rose with Gwyn, with Hendrik, works pretty well. Then you top it off with Rowan. So Rowan is a hero where the 9 of 9 furniture never really made a difference. Everybody wanted to race to get him to that plus 30 signature item, but then they introduced the engraving system. So the engraving system, and this is why I have him at the plus 30, is heroes may use these potions every 4 seconds. So we are cutting 1 second off of the potion utilization there, which means that in combination with having this 3 of 9 furniture or having the 9 of 9 furniture, it makes the 3 of 9 furniture a little bit higher of a priority for the simple fact that heroes are going to be taking these potions faster. When they take the potions, it is going to give them a heal over time. So you only really have to survive that 4-second window before you can take another potion and continuing that heal over time. Hopefully within that area, you can get additional stuns off, you can get some crowd control. While the heal over time is helping, you will have another potion in 4 seconds, which is going to allow the survivability of a lot of different heroes within there, which again is a pretty cool effect. And then of course, the 9 of 9 for him to get the 0.2% max health doesn't really make that big of a difference. You do get an extra 5 seconds here of the regeneration working, but ultimately the heroes are usually going to be drinking potions within that time as well, to give them the ability to use that. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to gear out Gwen, we're going to gear out Rose, and actually see what this team can do. Ideally, having most of these heroes geared out a little bit further than I have them built, but again, this is just kind of a formation that I'm playing around with, that I'm looking at. Is we have Rose kind of geared out with what she needs. We also did put some gear on Gwen, so she is set with her tier 2 Lightbearer gear. Now I want to slow down this battle and see the effectiveness of this. So Rose is going to follow Gwen. I did put Alnagrez in here because I think a real strong front line would work in here. Even if it was Alna Hendrik, I think that would work pretty well, just for the simple fact of his survivability. And then of course we do have Rowan in the back here, which again, most of the Lightbearers I do not have built to the point that they really need to be, but we're just going to slow this down and see how it works, see if we can get it to work. So boom, first arrow, of course, stuns. So right there, we got some easy stuns. Stuns again, right off the bat. Between the combination of both of them, there's another stun. It looked like it went down pretty quick right there, just for the fact that we did not have enough damage to kill Belinda before the ultimate ability. So I'm hoping we can get lucky with some stuns, lucky with some flame arrows. And remember, it is RNG. See, there's another stun. If we get one more arrow off before shield, I think we took her out. We did take her out. Here we go, guys. So we got one target down pretty quick in here. Gwen is getting a little bit pushed back. And now she is targeting Rigby. You can see Rigby was stunned right there. We have the slow with Alna. Of course, Rowan down with the stuns as well. But boom, she is just lighting up Rigby. He is stunned again. You can see the little circles just going around his head. And it is almost chain stunning. I mean, short of the shield that is on him right now, it is pretty close to knocking out that chain stun ability that we're looking for. And I know Rigby is a very hard target. There he is stunned again. We get a couple more stuns from Rose. Lucius is really tough to kill here, guys. I think we're just going to run out of time due to shields on this one. And the life leech ability that they got going up. And it's funny to see here just the viability of Lucius and how strong he is. One thing that I've noticed is here with Gwen, especially with the shields, she doesn't put out that much damage, which is, I know, is a reason why a lot of players have kind of dropped her off. But if you're fighting a team that doesn't have shields, so I think this is a pretty tough team to use this against, because if they didn't have shields, I feel like they could definitely work this through a little bit stronger, or much easier to make this work a viable formation. And again, I feel also if I had Gwen a little bit more built, she would be providing a ton more damage out there. But I want to see overall exactly what she did. We'll just let the timer run out here and see the damage that she did. I wonder even moving her down to the bottom might make a difference in there. Because Grez putting up a lot. And look, guys, 505. And a lot of that I know was shielded damage. So let's try running it this way and see what we can do with her in the bottom. So flame arrow right off the bat. Boom, catches both targets on fire. See, I think without killing Belinda, it's going to make a big difference when it comes to the damage. Got some early stuns right there on Rain. And I love her skin, guys. The skin is so very cool. Got Scrag just pushing us back, and look at all of the teacups. Look at everything that is flying over to Rain. Because remember, guys, these are normal attacks. That is what Gwyn relies on. So that is triggering Rosaline's ability a lot more because of those normal attacks. I think maybe Rain just went down, which Rain did go down. So we just got to take care of Scrag. He is going to be a monster, guys. And we got minions coming up all over. We just got to be able to get through his shield. Look at the shielding ability, guys. There we go. Shield is down. We can get some flame arrows up on him. We might have a chance. Nope, unfortunately she went down. So guys, overall, just kind of a new formation that I wanted to check. I wanted to see the viability of it. Again, a lot of players have said Gwyn Rose combination built out with her furniture, having that 9 of 9 furniture will just chain stun targets. Gwyn does need that plus 30 engraving, so it does require quite a bit of an investment with the team, but overall it could hold some viability, which would be cool to see. Alna and Hendrik together, I would like to see that as well. I'm not sure if Gwyn is going to be able to put out enough damage, but I feel like with the engraving, it might make a pretty big difference. And then also having more furniture to increase that attack rating for her could also make a pretty big difference when it comes to the amount of damage that she is dishing out. Or I could be completely wrong and it doesn't really make that big of a difference of what she's putting out. So 442 on that one. So again, a little bit more damage. I feel like we could definitely max her out quite a bit more than where she's at. But it is something that could be super viable when it comes to the Lightbearer Tower, short of using Morrow. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very cool formation to check out. Let me know if you're using it or if you have tried using it and how effective it really was. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.